It's hard to believe that some of the biggest songs in modern pop culture didn't shoot to superstardom right out the gate. But even the most recognizable hits can sometimes stumble at first, whether due to bad timing, tough competition, or lackluster promotion. In this video, we'll look at 8 huge hits that flopped at first. Lovely by Billie Eilish and Khalid. When Billie Eilish and Khalid teamed up for Lovely in 2018, expectations were sky high. The song was atmospheric, emotionally charged, and featured 2 of pop music's biggest rising stars. But when it was released, it didn't make much of an impact. The song didn't even debut on the Billboard Hot 100 right away. Despite the pair's increasing popularity, Lovely seemed to be lost in the shuffle, peaking at number 64 on the Billboard Hot 100. The turning point came when the song was featured in the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. It fit perfectly with the show's themes, and the melancholic duet gained massive traction through streaming platforms, and fans slowly started to catch on. Eventually, it became a sleeper hit, amassing over 3 billion streams on Spotify, making it Billie's most streamed song. While it never became a chart-topping single, Lovely grew into a cultural moment. Its delayed success is a testament to how a song can gain momentum organically. New Rules by Dua Lipa. When Dua Lipa released New Rules in 2017, the song initially went unnoticed, debuting in the lower ranks of the UK charts at number 75 and struggling in the US, hitting the bubbling under charts and later debuting at number 90 on the Billboard Hot 100. It didn't immediately become successful. At the time, Dua Lipa was still relatively unknown, and her previous singles had performed decently, but without making waves. But New Rules was different. It just needed time to explode. The game changer came with the music video. The aesthetically pleasing choreographed visuals showing a girl's night became a viral sensation. Once fans saw the video on YouTube, the song blew up. It has now accumulated more than 3 billion views on YouTube, making it by far her most viewed video on the platform. In a matter of weeks, New Rules shot up the UK charts, eventually hitting number 1. In the US, it steadily climbed to peak at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it one of the most recognizable breakup anthems of the late 2010s. Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. Before it became an absolute pop anthem that dominated airwaves in 2012, Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe was far from a hit. Originally released in her home country of Canada in 2011, the song had moderate success on local charts. But outside of her country, few people knew who Carly Rae Jepsen was. Things took a turn when Justin Bieber tweeted about the song and shared it with his millions of followers. At the time, Bieber was one of the biggest stars in the world, and his endorsement was gold for any artist. He also posted a video of him and his friends dancing to the song. That propelled it into the viral territory. Once it went viral, Call Me Maybe spread like wildfire across social media and eventually radio. By the summer of 2012, it was everywhere, peaking at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and staying there for 9 consecutive weeks. What had once been a nearly forgotten Canadian single turned into a global cultural phenomenon, kicking off Carly's career with a bang. Just Dance by Lady Gaga. It's hard to believe that Lady Gaga's debut single Just Dance didn't immediately take the world by storm. When it was first released in 2008, the song had a slow start, debuting at a lowly number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100. Despite having a major label push and heavy promotion, it seemed like the track might slip through the cracks. But Gaga's relentless promotion, combined with the irresistible beat and infectious chorus, helped turn things around. By early 2009, several months after its release, Just Dance finally hit number 1 in the US. The catchiness of the song helped solidify its spot in the upper echelons of pop music, becoming Lady Gaga's breakout hit, launching her into superstardom. From that moment on, she became a dominant force in pop music, eventually racking up hit after hit and becoming one of the most influential artists of her generation. But none of that would have happened without the slow, steady climb of Just Dance. Die For You by The Weeknd. Released as a part of The Weeknd's 2016 album Starboy, Die For You didn't exactly get the love it deserved right away. In fact, it didn't even make the cut as a single initially, but it was eventually released as a 7th single from the album, without much of a push. Despite being on one of the most popular Weeknd albums, It was overshadowed by other hits like Starboy and I Feel It Coming. On its release, Die For You never made a dent on the charts. In fact, it took the song a whopping 6 years to get its moment on the spotlight. Thanks to TikTok, Die For You was rediscovered in 2022, with fans creating edits to the song. Suddenly, a song that had been forgotten on the Starboy album re-entered the public consciousness, and it didn't stop there. In 2023, a remix with Ariana Grande pushed the song even further, ultimately landing it on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 1. Die For You is a prime example of how a song can thrive on a second life, and also the power of TikTok. Streets by Doja Cat. Doja Cat's Streets was part of her 2019 album Hot Pink, but when it first dropped, it was far from being considered a hit. Most people were too focused on Say So, the album's breakout single, to pay attention to this slow-burning sensual tune. Initially, Streets didn't even touch the Billboard Hot 100, largely flying under the radar. But, as we've seen time and again, the internet has a way of bringing back songs from the dead. In 2021, a TikTok trend known as the Silhouette Challenge went viral, using Streets as a backdrop. They used another song as the intro to the drop, to read seductive scenes. Thanks to the viral success, the song surged up the Billboard Hot 100, and after she released the video with the trend's version of the song, it peaked at number 16 in March 2021. 2 years after its initial release. It wasn't even on Doja's radar as a potential hit, but TikTok once again proved that fans hold the power to pluck a song from obscurity to make it a hit. Truth Hurts by Lizzo. When Truth Hurts dropped in 2017, nobody expected it to be a smash hit. At first, the song didn't even chart, as Lizzo was trying to gain her footing in the music industry at the time. Despite her undeniable charisma, Truth Hurts was widely overlooked upon its initial release, leaving her to wonder if her time would ever come. For 2 years, Truth Hurts remained virtually unknown, until 2019, when Netflix came to the rescue. The song was featured in the movie Someone Great, which quickly became a fan favorite. Combined with growing social media love, breathed new life into the song. Suddenly, people couldn't get enough of Lizzo's bold, in-your-face breakup anthem. By 2019, the song climbed the Billboard Hot 100, eventually spending 7 weeks at number 1. A song that couldn't even chart in 2017 had now turned Lizzo into a household name. Hotline Bling by Drake. Drake is one of the biggest names in music, but even he had a hit that started off slow. Released in July 2015 as part of a 2-pack, Hotline Bling initially flew under the radar. It was catchy, sure, but it wasn't getting too much attention. It didn't explode until months after its release, when the now iconic music video dropped in October 2015. Drake's dad moves became an instant meme, and before long, Hotline Bling became the soundtrack to a viral moment. This meme template still gets used to this day. The video catapulted the song to the top of the charts, eventually peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, while Hotline Bling didn't reach the number 1 spot because of a weird Apple Music streams not being reported thing. It became one of the most recognizable songs of the decade. It is a prime example of how a music video, combined with meme culture, can take a song from a sleeper hit into an old-time classic. Which songs did I not mention? Tell me in the comments below.